Alright everyone, we're back on episode 2 of the clock build here. I think what we'll do first is we're going to clean it up a little bit with almost sand down the insides a little. They say you want to get aluminum as clean as you can when you go to weld on it, so I'm going to try to avoid any measures of mistakes. So we'll go ahead and get that cleaned up here, and then we'll try to get going with our TIGging here. I've been doing some practicing. I'm about so and so. We'll see what happens here. The problem is the face of the clock is thicker than the outside edge, so I got to be careful with the heat. I got to be careful where I start the heat. That way it don't, you know, burn into the smaller stuff too fast. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully it all works out. But let me get set up here with the sander, and I'll bring you guys right back so we can get it all sanded down. Okay.
Smash like.
Get my safety glasses. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a wire brush on a drill to try to clean those edges up a little on the inside there. I'm just gonna try to catch this lip here. I think I got it. Let me go get something to blow this off with. Okay, let's get this thing kind of set where we want it. I'm going to try to put these where it's put together, 9 and 3. A bit more. I think I got it. Okay. Let me get this welder cut on and I'll bring you guys back. It's kind of loud, so. Okay. We're just going to go for it. What other way to do it but to do it right? I got it tacked. It ain't the best. Let me try to. Well, the problem is, let me try to set it up right. Okay, I got one tacked, but the problem is there's like, it's a very awkward. So I'm gonna try. I got the smaller stuff there. Yeah, my problem is I don't know what I'm doing with amperage, with anything. So. Kind of a guess when you get into these areas that are like this, kind of a pain in the ass. Not the prettiest, but we got it. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna have to touch up this outside a little bit. Got a little bit of a, I might be able to sand that out. Yeah, I think I can sand that out. Let me go down a little bit more. I'm gonna turn it down some more. That ain't enough. Okay. I think I got it all. Didn't do too bad. I'm gonna try to get it. I don't think I need it. Let me look here. Yeah, I think we're good.
You think?
Yeah. Wish I can get these a little better. I might try to do these some. Yeah, maybe I can get a clamp in there. These are the kind of things you don't think about. All right, let's try to clean these up a little bit, see what they look like. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. It's all cleaned and yeah, we'll be just fine.
Sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, so it's on there. Like I said, it ain't the prettiest. I'm sure there's 1,000 things I'm doing wrong. But anyways, never going to see in the back of the inside here, but I'll still clean those up a little bit. I'm thinking about maybe once I get these cleaned up like that one, taking like a filler or something and getting in that crack just a little bit, just to, I don't know, just to seal it up a little, because I am going to paint this whole thing, so it ain't going to hurt to just put something in there and sand it down, make it, you know, clean it up. I may do that, but I'm going to finish cleaning these up and I'll bring you guys back here in a few. Okay, I actually cleaned up pretty nice. Yeah, real nice. Like I said, I'm thinking about putting some kind of just put something on my finger and smear it in that crack and fill that in a little bit, let it dry and sand it, and that's it. You know, you probably don't even need it, to tell you the truth, but I'm thinking about putting LED lights on the inside of this, so when it's on the wall, you'll have a remote and you can light it up with the LEDs just along that back lip there. So when it fires up, it'll glow through the numbers in that middle there. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't want to have it coming through these cracks right here on the edge. So just for that reason, I think I am going to seal that up if I decide to put the light. So I don't want to be done with it and go, man, I wish I would have sealed that, you know. So. But I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's feeling good, looking good. All in all, not bad for a rookie. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this, and then I'll bring you guys back. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna straighten up this thing a little bit. Just kind of bend things around some. Doesn't take much. Once that's on the wall, yeah, I think that's even it right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna put in this. I don't know if I'm gonna put some JB Weld. I don't know. Let me figure it out and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I got the hands on it. I just wanted to see how that all worked out there. But I got the little clock device on there just to check it out real quick. But that's pretty cool. That's going to be a pretty cool clock. Like I said, I'm going to try to find something to do around that crack there before we go finish sanding this thing before the paint goes on it. So we're running out of time today, but tomorrow we'll figure out what to put around that. Something that dries fairly quick that we can sand and go to town with it, you know, paint it up. So here's what it looks like so far. Yeah, pretty cool clock. Let me try to hold it against this wall here. Hold on. Something solid background. Oop, that look any better? What if I wouldn't have knocked the camera around? So obviously the clock's going to have to, or the background's going to have to be reverse of what the face is to be able to see it nice. So I'll have to figure all that out once we get that far, but we'll definitely get it looking right. That just kind of showed you how big it is on the wall there, so pretty good size. Okay, good. Well, like I said, I'll bring you guys back tomorrow once we figure out what we're going to put on the outside there. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and And watching all these videos, man, it really does give me a incentive, you know? So, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's been quite some time since we did this clock build. Bunch of stuff came up, just work stuff, just all kind of stuff, life in general. So, but anyhow, I like to get back on it here, get this thing cleaned up, and maybe get some paint on it today. I've been thinking about this outer lip here. It's really not that concerning. I don't know if I should waste the time on it. I know I'm going to hate myself for not, but I want to get this thing done. It looks good the way it is, really. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, and if it is, I was thinking on the back side here, I can probably add some, block that with it on the back side later after I paint it. So it's not that big of a concern, really. So I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff together here. We're going to get the mechanism out here for the clock, remove it, and then get it cleaned up a little bit, and then try to decide how we're going to paint it, where I'm going to put the colors at. Because usually walls are going to be lighter, per se, like grays or light colors. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go with gray on the face of it, and then we're going to do the inside like the Buckeye logo is. I think these are black, and there's some red across here. We may do either black on the outer ring of it, something I'm not sure yet. I do have black, gray, white, and red. We'll try to incorporate all those colors into it. So let me get some stuff together, and then I'll bring you guys right back here. Give me a few. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here first, I'm going to spray a little degreaser on this thing, get some of this stuff off that's been accumulating. I've been working around this thing for a couple months now, so try to get some of this dirt off before I go sanding on it. Something where I ain't clogging up the paper with. Yeah, look at that. Some of this too. Even though we're just spraying it with cans, grease can create fish eyes. Any kind of oil, or just give it a quick rub down, and then we'll run that sander across it. I ain't decided, but I think I might just spray this the backside black, just to try to give it some kind of a solid color back there, just some kind of darkness, so it'll help, with the lighter color wall, being able to read the actual image better. So that's my guess anyways. All right, go ahead and sand this little. I'm just going to hit it with a DA and some 80. That's a little rough, but these cans are of paint that I got come with the primer already in them. They do work pretty good. I've done that before in the past, and they're not really that deep. I mean, I'm just going to kind of go over it and scuff it. I'm not going to try to dig into nothing, so get going here on it.
You dum-dum!
Okay, I think that's about everything. I wanted to get some of these the slag from the plasma cutter off the back, but it looks pretty clean all in all. We're gonna go ahead and wipe it down, and then I'm gonna get it hung up over in the powder coating booth there, and we'll get our first colors on it, because they're gonna have to sit up, and then we'll do some masking on the other colors to get all that right. So let me get this cleaned up, and I'll get it hung up over there, and I'll bring you guys back here real quick. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do first, we're gonna cut the fans on, they're kind of loud, so I'll tell you real quick. We're gonna blow it off, and then I'm gonna paint the backside black and the outer ring black. Then we're gonna have to let that dry, and then we'll go through and mask off the back so nothing comes back through it, and the outer ring. And then we'll start, I think, by painting the face gray, and we'll let that dry, and then we'll tape off just the outer part of that stuff. And then where the O and stuff is like that, the Ohio State, that's gonna get a few different colors. So there's gonna be several back tapings, so it's gonna take a little time. On camera, it's gonna take 5 minutes, but so we'll get going on it. Like I said, it's gonna be a little loud when I cut this fan on here. Okay, try to bring you in here. You see what we got going on so far. I got that too zoomed in or not. Might be kind of hard to see that black in here, but it has a nice finish to it when it dries. We'll let that dry now. And then we'll back tape this, the outer ring and that, and then we'll paint the face of it gray, and then we'll wait for that, like I said, and we'll tape it off. So as soon as that dries and we get that far, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we're back. The black is dry, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna use some of this 3M house paint, but I'm gonna go around and tape off these numbers in the middle. I gotta leave this wire in here to rehang it, so I'm gonna have to try to like tape it in there where it ain't gonna be in the way or let any paint. That'll probably be good there. Put some on both sides. Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. And get the gray on the front. I probably should, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do that. All with tape. It's gonna take quite a bit of tape here, fortunately, but I don't want it going through. And also, when we do the, I can leave this on the rest of the time until it's finished. So after we do the gray, I can tape from the front side on the gray, tape it off that way, and then do our other colors. This is the most time-consuming part of something like this. Prep work, you know, having to back tape. And it would have been 10 times harder if I powder coated it, because with powder coating, you got to use the heat tape, and that stuff, if you don't have it just right, it won't stick. As soon as you put it in the oven, it comes off, so it's definitely a pain in the ass. Yeah, this is much easier. But if you guys can see, I'll try to get you a close-up. Well, when it's all done, we'll look at it good, but that finish on that mat, it's really nice. It gives you a nice finish. When you don't get your surface totally, you know, like if I was to put a coat of primer on it and then sand it smooth and get all the imperfections out. So if you're not doing something like that, matte paint is perfect to go, you know, to use, because the shininess of it hides a bunch for you. Not like hide it, but it doesn't show it as much. I guess that's a good way to put it. Yeah, this should work out okay. I mean, I really don't care if something does overspray back here, you're not going to see it. The whole purpose of this black back here was to give me something solid to help reflect the light out, you know, the wall color, you know, I don't know how to put it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about though. Just like a solid base. Yeah, this is the only thing that sucks here is the waste of material. But I have to use tape, because if I was to take masking paper, it'll bleed through all the other areas. So this is going to block it good. Not bleed, but overspray into the other areas. Keep doing it that way. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get this set up back in the booth and I'll bring you guys back. Give me a few. Okay, I forgot. I went ahead and did it off camera, but to do that outside, basically just right up to that edge is all I'm doing with it. So hopefully that's enough. I think it is. Just so I don't get back on that black. I need to touch this up right here where that wire's going through. Double check everything. Everything seems okay. This is, like I said before, this part here ain't real critical. The part that's going to be really serious is when I tape off the gray to do these little parts. That's going to be fun there. But all in all, I think we're good. I think we'll be all right. Okay. All right. I'm going to go grab the paint, cut the fan on, and do our thing. Okay, I think we're good on the gray. Yep. All right, we'll let that set up, and you know what the deal is. Proceed with the next step. We'll tape it. I'm gonna probably have to get some smaller tape, and then we'll do that with paper. I'm gonna leave the backing on it, go over and make sure some of this stuff is still sticking good. This is probably not the best tape to use, this house stuff. You gotta keep on pushing it down. I may change it, I don't know, we'll see how it acts when it's dry. But yeah, we'll get some smaller stuff, go around that part, put it in our red, black, or red and white now. I think we'll do, I gotta look, I'll show you guys the picture here. Let me go back over to the screen. Okay, here's kind of what I'm going for here. So that would mimic the gray we just put on. And then I didn't realize, or I probably would have did that. So what we'll do is we'll tape off each area now. So I'll have to go back and redo this black too, but no biggie. We'll get the gray all taped off. We'll probably do probably the white or the red next. And then we'll do the final. We'll tape that stuff off and hit that black again. So, but that's pretty much it right there. I think that'll make it look good because the Ohio State part being black with the lighter background, you'll be really able to see that. And then the red and the white you'll see regardless. So that was my concern, being it's a see-through image. So I think we'll be good with that. But I'll bring you guys back when it's dry and we'll continue. Okay, so the easiest way is going to be to do this black first. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to just take and tape off. You know what? Let me do it with the smaller stuff first. That way I can get my lines. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Because the way this is cut out, you don't have very many choices on how to do it. Because it's kind of almost like not a reverse image. Yeah, maybe kind of like a reverse image. Where, you know what, I don't want that. You gotta be real careful how you do this because if I overlap anything, you're gonna see it in the end result. So let me do a little at a time. You'll see exactly what I mean here when I get this. And also, once it's on the wall, you're not gonna see, let's see here. How am I gonna wanna do this? Okay, yeah, you gotta kind of think about this. This is the tricky part. And that's gonna be part of the, do I want that black? Yeah, I want that middle all black. This is where you gotta make your complete decisions before you go pulling the trigger on that can, because you can mess it up. Let me see, so how am I gonna do that? All right, so I'm gonna have to go like this. I'll get that off now. This would have been so much easier. So these lines here, I'm gonna have to make myself. Kind of just guess them out, something like that. I think that'll look cool. You know what? Let me go grab a blade. All right, I think you get the picture now on kind of what I'm doing there. Hopefully you see it. It'll look much better when we untape it back off. But if you ever do something like this or any kind of a project to paint with, or don't buy crap tape, man. I'll tell you, I had this stuff sitting around. There was some cheaper stuff I got somewhere. I can't remember. It was like a lock closeout. And man, it just does not stick. I mean, so I gotta hurry here once I kind of get it to lay good, and then just kind of hopefully it don't bleed through this tape. Hope my lines stay okay. But I'm gonna cut this fan on and do it real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set for a few, and then I'm gonna go ahead and peel it before it's completely dry, just so we don't have, it's better to take your stuff off when it's just starting to get tacky, like right before dry. Just gives you a cleaner edge. You don't want to do it too wet either, because you'll get stringiness sometimes, like with clear coats and things like that. This probably wouldn't do it, but I'm just so used to, you know, taking the stuff off when you're supposed to. But so yeah, we'll let it tack for a few, and then I'll be back with you guys shortly. All right, I'm trying to just get it to set up a little quicker than usual here. I made a mistake and I fixed it off camera, but I wanted to show you guys what it was. Yeah, no, just because I don't show it on camera doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. So I want to show you guys what it was. Some of you guys might have caught it if you're paying attention, but I had the bottom of the S taped off and the top. So I had to untape it and make it, you know, available to paint. So you'll see right now here when I take this tape off what it would have looked like if I didn't catch it. But I mean, I would have caught it eventually, but it would have sucked because all this paper would have been off, or I would have done the other colors. You know, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I'm glad I caught it now. So luckily it was caught. Okay, I'm gonna try to start from taking this stuff off and coming that way with it. Yeah, there's a lot of time involved in this. You always want to kind of peel at an angle too if you can. It just helps when you're taping over fresh paint not to peel it off. But if you got a good prep surface, you shouldn't get any peel off, but that doesn't mean anything really. I've had it where we literally know that it was sanded good. For some reason, it didn't stick in that area. You get pulling the tape off and there goes half of your paint. And with this tape here, I don't think that would have been a big issue because this stuff here, it sucks. It really does. I'm gonna be shocked if I ain't got no bleed throughs on these sides. I'm hoping I don't. It's not bad really, not bad at all. It ain't the crispiest edge, but it ain't the worst for this crappy tape. Got a little bleed there, but on the wall, you know what I mean, up on the wall, it's not gonna, and when it's all done and painted, trust me, I've seen stuff in the store that you buy that if you look real close at it, you're like, oh my God, these people are in a big hurry. Yeah, that don't look bad. I just stabbed myself. All right. I don't think that's gonna matter, but you get it out of there anyway. Yeah, so if you look, let me get this out of here before I mess it up. Probably shouldn't have fooled with it. Okay. Yeah, if you look, that was taped straight across there and there. So my top of my S and the bottom would have not been there. So now we'll go in and I'll make my outer edge of that there and this one here, and then that'll be red. I don't know if I'm gonna do that red or this white or the other way. We'll look and see what it looks like on the thing. But once those colors are on there and it's all there and tapes off, that's gonna look pretty cool. All right, cool. I'll bring you guys back when we're on the next step. Okay, try this again without the battery dying on us. So I think I'm gonna do this red first because there's only, if you look here, on here it would be that whole area there, but on this clock, we don't have that. It's cut out. So what I'm gonna do is, let me back this up some. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make this line here red on the top and bottom, and then I'm gonna outline something up here on the outside, that'll be white, same with the bottom, and then the inside, two little ones will be white. So essentially white, white, and then red right there. So being that red's gonna be the, let me think about this because the way I'm gonna have to tape it. Yeah, no, we'll do the white first. Let's do the white first. Okay, I guess just go with it. All right, I'm not gonna bore you guys with the masking of it. I'll just show you when I'm done. But it's the same thing basically, and we'll save some time here. I'll get that taped off, and then I'll probably just spray it right here. I ain't decided yet. It's a lot easier than doing it hanging there as far as taping goes, so we'll play it by ear. I'll bring you guys back here shortly. Okay, we got the, get ready for the white. I went with the white, so first, hopefully that was the right choice. Find out. I mean, the worst case is gonna be up, I'm gonna have to touch up some stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Should be okay, because if you remember, everything on the back side's still taped from the black we did, so none of that should come through. All right, I'm gonna cut the fan on and get the white on. I'm gonna go ahead and heat gun this to try to speed this up, and then I'll bring you guys back here after I get it ready for the next coat. That way we can get this finished up today. All right, be back shortly. Okay, I put a second one on it. I'm gonna hit a light third and then finish with the heat gun, and then we'll go ahead and doing this with the fan off so you guys can hear real quick. I'm just missing a light coat here, just in case. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this dried up, and then I'll bring you guys back when we're taping off for the red. And that's it. Our painting will be done. Okay, be back here shortly. All right, like I said before, well, first off, we're to the red. This is the last color. Like I said before, whatever you do, if you're gonna be doing any kind of back taping or stuff like this, don't use that cheap tape. It's been, I gotta literally go around and keep pushing down on it. I hope I ain't got a bunch of bleed through, especially the white going on a darker color. It finds its way in there, so hopefully not. We'll see here in a few. I'm gonna cut these fans on, we'll get this red on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heat gun this and get it ready for 2 or 3 more coats, or 1 or 2 more coats, and then I'll get you guys back here shortly. We'll get it untaped and see what she looks like. Be back soon. All right, the moment is here. So, guess I'm just gonna try to start. The red's still a little tacky, but if we pull back, we should be okay. I heat gunned it for a little while. Shouldn't be that bad. These damn X-Acto knives, buddy, they are pointy and sharp. I'm actually pretty excited here. I've been wanting to get this done for a while. I ain't decided on the light part yet, how or what I'm going to do with that, but I'm sure I'm going to put something on it. If I have to, I'll update the video at a later time, because I don't have everything right now. I got the lights, but I don't have well, I might have one, because you'll need a battery tray too. A turn on, to cut it on and off. I think I might have one. I'm going to have to check, like untaping a Christmas gift, unmasking. Might come off with the bottom stuff. As you can see, a lot of taping. It's just something that doesn't happen right away. A little bit of work involved, but the reward should be pretty cool. Remember, be careful when you're pulling your tape off. Pull it back at an angle. Easy does it. Even I'm going probably a little too fast here. Yeah, the edges ain't as crisp as I'd like, but they're okay. When it's on the wall, it ought to look pretty good. It ain't bad. It's the tape. It's just crappy tape. That's why I keep saying don't get something that's going to give you a nice crispy edge and spend the extra money. I can't remember where I got these. There was some kind of a lot. There was a lot sale on a lot of them. Lot meaning like a lot of 50. Not like, man, that's a lot of those. Like a lot, they call them lots. And there was people on there that said good reviews, so not for what I do, it's not. It actually sticks worse than this house tape, and that's bad. Yeah, usually the house tape's not that bad. I've used it before on things, but certain things ain't gonna happen. I think that's all the front stuff. I'm gonna leave that outer ring on for a minute while I'm rolling it around so I don't guff that black up. Hold on. Yeah, see, back here, it's sticking like it should. I don't get it. This stuff anyways. Yeah, there's a little bit of overspray back here. It's just dust, so I can wipe it off. But that just shows you that stuff will get in anywhere. When you do a car, like a two-tone, you better get that thing taped off right. With the plastic, with the tape, use nothing but better stuff. Don't do this crap. Don't pay off. Yeah, I can't believe how stuck this stuff is on the front of this, or when you're taping over paper and stuff like that, it doesn't want to stick to itself or other tapes or paper. None of that. Direct. That's it. Imagine what it would have been if I didn't put this around this edge here. It still got through a little bit. But like I said, it wipes right off. Not that it matters back here, but if that had been on the front, it would have been disastrous. All that time taping off, and you gotta sit there and back tape and redo it because it's crappy tape. I'm gonna try to get this stuff off real quick here so I can show you guys, and then I'm gonna finish taking it all off camera. The outer stuff and cleaning it up a little bit before you put the hands and stuff back on it. This stuff is so hard in some of the areas from all the paint going over it. Yeah, look at it. Now it don't want to come off. When you're painting with it, you can't keep it on there. Let me take a peek first. Ooh, man, that's badass. That is so cool. Look at that thing. Let me try to get that up a little bit. That thing is cool as shit, boy. Really needs to get it on where it's a white background. Then you'll see it nice. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna finish taking the outer lip off, do a little cleaning on it, and bring you guys back when we're putting the arms and stuff on it. Be back shortly. Okay, I decided to leave that outer stuff on just for a few while we're putting this stuff on. That way I don't damage the crap out of it. On these arms, they're black on one side and like just whatever the sheet metal silver is on the other, but it's kind of hard. I'll show you here in a second. Also, this stuff that I'm putting on this clock was from it was from an old clock we had, and I just took this stuff off of it. So I didn't even buy none of that. The metal or the aluminum was from a leftover from a job. So really the only money I got in it is the paint and the tape, which we've seen what that stuff does. So let me see if this will go. I think this only goes on the one way. I'm almost sure, because I think if we can put the silver, it would actually be, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think you could see the silver a little bit better. So it just kind of depends. I don't know. I guess the black, once it goes, you'll be able to see it. We'll just do the black for now. I can always take them off and paint them later or whatever, so it ain't like it's a make or break. Try to get this on a little more. Yeah, they have to go on this way, because it has like a little lip where that rests against the back side of that. And then this has like a flat in it, so when you tighten it with this, well, that thing is little. All right, I put them both at 12. All right, 1, 2, yeah, it's correct. And there's 3. Let me try to put this up against something so we can see it. It's gonna be hard because I have to hold it. Let me see if I can't get it down here. It's gonna be hard. Well, what I'll do is, once I get it up on the wall, here's what we look like. My screen cut off there. Okay, we're good. I don't know how much you guys can see of that or not, but it really does look pretty cool. Like I said, I'm gonna get it on the wall and I'll do an update after it's on the wall. If I put lights on it, I'll make a part 3 to the video, just a short one on installing the lights and stuff. So, but for now, we're all finished with it, and that really turned out nice. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Once again, thank you so much for watching these videos. Sorry it took so long to get this one back out. Just a bunch of stuff. Like I said, you know, things happen in people's lives and you have to, you know, deal with it. So, but please leave a comment, like and share. If you don't like it, let me know, whatever. I'm trying to get this channel to grow. The only way I can do it is with likes, shares, and comments. That's how this works on YouTube. Eventually, I'd like to do this full time. It's just getting to that point. It's super hard. I mean, you got to get like 2,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours of complete watch time. So that's very, very tough. Just breaking the 100 mark, I was super excited. I think I'm at like 120 now, which is, I thought it was going to take longer than that to get to that. So thank you for everybody that's subscribing, and please keep on doing your part. I'm going to keep trying to get a lot of nice videos knocked out for you guys. Anything you guys want to see, please say something in the comments. I'll try to do what I can. Once again, until the next one, thanks again, guys.